Hello, and welcome back to the NASA iTech Forum. Before we hear from our keynote speaker and announce the winners, I would like to take some time to talk about the iTech program and how our finalists fit into the larger picture of NASA's strategic vision. Across the federal government, many organizations, including NASA, are being forced to reconsider their position in the research and development landscape. According to the National Science Foundation, federal and private investment in R&D were nearly equal all the way until 1987. But since then, private sector R&D has quickly outpaced federal R&D spending. This trend is accelerating and will likely continue to do so for the foreseeable future. If we look at the most recent data, we see that total private sector R&D spending was almost $550 billion, of which about $140 billion came from venture capital investments. For comparison, NASA's spending on extramural R&D is about $5 billion. Next slide, please, Robin. If we drill down even further to NASA's programs that focus on early stage innovation, such as Small Business Innovative Research, which we refer to as SBIR, we see that we truly are a small fish in the very, very large pond of innovation. As more and more innovators chase the promise of large investments and large profits in the private sector, it leaves less and less innovators focused on the problems that NASA needs to solve. This is a big problem for NASA because we are tasked with solving some of the world's most challenging engineering problems. For example, many people consider the moon landing to be the greatest engineering achievement in human history. But right now, NASA is tasked not just with returning to the moon, but continuing on to Mars. This may sound like an incremental progression, but let me assure you it is not. Many people do not appreciate the difficulty of the task of getting to Mars. The moon is roughly 200,000 miles away from Earth. Mars is about 40 million miles away. That's 200 times further. It is not a stretch to say that NASA is currently tasked with achieving something that is 200 times more ambitious than the greatest engineering achievement in human history. Do you have any idea how many problems need to be solved in order to make that dream a reality? Each of those problems requires a solution. Each of those solutions requires an idea, and each of those ideas will come from an innovator. Simply put, NASA cannot afford to fall behind in the competition for ideas. So how do we convince people to stop making apps and start making rockets? Here previous slide. Thank you. Here at iTech, the answer is we don't. NASA already has many tools available to address highly specific technology needs, ranging from standard procurement processes when we purchase technology more or less off the shelf, to programs more focused on early stage technology development efforts, such as SBIR. These mechanisms are great for engaging companies that are well suited to traditional government contracting. But many of these programs are so specialized in their requirements, they force companies to pivot their technology in a way that can make them less viable in commercial markets. This can discourage entrepreneurs and growth-oriented companies from engaging with NASA, which prevents us from tapping into a truly massive pool of innovation. That's where NASA iTech comes in. We shine a light on the innovators that are developing technologies for commercial markets that can also advance NASA goals. At NASA, we understand that going forward, we will have to leverage private sector innovation in order to be successful. By shining a light on companies with both commercially relevant and NASA-relevant technologies, we hope to benefit from their commercial success. The goal is to allow private investors to fund technology development, allowing the technology to mature in the private sector before spinning back into a NASA mission. So how do we accomplish this? We first ask NASA stakeholders to identify technology gaps that also have commercial viability. We release a solicitation for companies working on these technologies. Applicants are vetted for a combination of technical viability, commercial viability, and potential NASA impact. Next slide, please, Robin. Selection of the top 10 finalists is made by NASA Center Chief Technologists. The top 10 finalists then go through the NASA iTech mentoring process, including pitch development, networking opportunities, and identification of potential NASA customers. This process concludes with forum events such as this, in which the finalists compete in a pitch competition judged by a diverse team of investors, NASA stakeholders, and other members of the entrepreneurial ecosystem. Final selection of the winners is made by NASA Center Chief Technologists. Each of the companies that presented yesterday has gone through this competitive and highly collaborative process. Next slide, please. So what has NASA iTech accomplished? Alumni from previous iTech forums have gone on to receive more than $600 million in private sector investment. These companies continue to develop technologies, prototypes, and products for commercial markets. They've also established relationships with potential NASA users, which could allow NASA to become an early adopter of the technology. One iTech alumnus, Momentus, recently went public with a valuation of nearly $1 billion. Their space tug technology could allow both commercial customers and NASA to launch payloads to easy-to-reach orbits and then hitch a ride to more challenging orbits. This is a great example of an iTech alumni contributing to the maturation of commercial spaceflight and advancing NASA strategic goals. I would like to take this time to congratulate all of our current finalists for making it this far through a highly competitive process. You are all joining an elite group of NASA iTech alumni, and we are happy to have worked with you and welcome you to the NASA iTech family. We hope that you continue to do great work both in space and here on Earth. Now, I would like to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Douglas Terrier, the NASA Chief Technologist. Dr. Terrier is the agency's principal advisor on NASA technology policy and programs, helping to plot the strategic direction of the agency's technology program. Dr. Terrier is responsible for the operation, management, and programs within the Office of the Chief Technologist. The Office of the Chief Technologist serves as the NASA Administrator's principal advisor and advocate on matters concerning agency-wide technology policy. Terrier directs the work of the strategic integration and innovation teams, coordinating and tracking technology investments across the agency, working to infuse technologies into future NASA missions, and facilitating agency technology governance. He's also responsible for coordination and integration of research and development planning, policies, and programs with other NASA directorates, offices, centers, other government agencies, industry, and academia. In addition, Dr. Terrier conducts advocacy activities with technology partners in industry, the educational community, the public, customers, and stakeholders. Dr. Terrier, thank you for joining us.
Are you hearing me okay there, Max?
Yes, I am.
Thank you. Well, hello, everyone. Again, I'm Douglas Terrier, NASA Chief Technologist. I'm really excited to be able to join you today on iTech 2020 Cycle 2. This is one of the programs that I think is absolutely at the leading edge of our innovation engine. And I think Max did a great job of describing how important it is for us to expand our sphere of innovation to accomplish the missions that we need. So I want to begin by thanking you, Max, for your leadership, and Jen and the entire SD team, and certainly my colleagues, the Center Chief Technologists, who have all done such great work getting us to this point. But most of all, I want to thank you, our innovators, for partnering with us at NASA to solve these challenges that we have. Literally, we look to you as partners to help us make our missions possible. And as Max pointed out, they are getting these challenges. Often solutions are coming from places we least expect. And this program has certainly been a great example of where we've seen tremendous value coming in from non-traditional sources. Let me just say a couple things, and I'll be brief, so we can get on to the highlight of the evening, the awards. The President of the United States actually just put out a directive, the National Strategy for Critical and Emerging Technologies, which outlines how the United States would protect and promote our competitive edge in these advanced fields, artificial intelligence, quantum sciences, et cetera. That's just one acknowledgement of just how important this idea of continuing to lead in innovation is. NASA has been in this game now for 60 years, and it is our innovation spirit, our innovation culture that has allowed us to continue to lead. The space economy is currently drafting about, $500 billion annually, but expected to grow to many trillions within the next decade as we move into cislunar space. Our goal is to ensure that we extend U.S. leadership together with our international partners to this high frontier of space, while we promote growth of economic activity in space and benefits here on Earth. I think it is important to point out that leadership of this cislunar economy and strategic leadership is vitally important to the United States and its partners around the world. So we're embarking on a ambitious set of programs, including the flagship Artemis program, which will land the first woman on the moon in 2024, along with returning humans for a sustainable presence to the moon, utilizing its resources for long-term missions and through the gateway as a departure point for further missions to Mars and beyond. So this is indeed an exciting time. In the meantime, we have the International Space Station, now 20 years in service, and proving out not just the great science experiments, so thousands of experiments conducted in every field, but also proving a new model for commercial partnership, as we've seen the commercial cargo and just recently commercial crew transportation take hold as a viable alternative for transportation and an alternative to how we do business with commercial partners. We expect to see that model extend into cislunar space and onto Mars as we go further. Already seen some of that with the CLIPS robotic landers and the human landing system being commercially sourced. And frankly, we expect to see long-term commercial development of cislunar space for both exploration, science, strategic, and commercial activities. So as I said, the secret has always been about innovation. That's been the secret sauce of NASA since the beginning. And we define innovation as transforming diverse ideas into value. The broader we can make that innovation ecosystem, the broader we can reach into diverse ways of thinking, diverse fields, different sectors for ideas, the more we can move forward. And the challenges facing us, frankly, require us to maximize that innovation pool. So I want to tell you that this is I am grateful for the efforts of every one of the innovators that have participated in iTech. Unfortunately, we can't all be. We'll have to select some winners, but I think you're all winners, and I consider you all partners. And I thank you for your efforts in helping NASA further its goal on behalf of the United States, continuing our leadership in space. And I look forward to hearing how we managed to pare down to the winners from these wonderful ideas, wonderful innovations that you've all submitted. You are actually basically the seed corn of American innovation, and you're the ones that are going to help us solve this problem. So we look forward to continuing to partner with you. Thank you, and I'll turn it back to you.
Thank you so much, Douglas. We really appreciate you participating, seeing what you can of the event today, and taking the time to speak with us. It was great to have you. And now, without further ado, I would like to turn it over to John Carr, the Deputy Chief Technologist from the Marshall Space Flight Center, to announce the winners of this year's 2020 Cycle 2 Forum. Aside from Eternal Glory, you will also be receiving one of these, so be checking for it in your mailboxes. John, the floor is yours.
All right. Thanks, Max. Yes. Hello, everybody. My name is Dr. John Carr. As Max said, I'm the Deputy Chief Technologist out at the Marshall Space Flight Center in Huntsville, Alabama. So certainly I'm proud to be here representing the NASA CTC, the Chief Technologist Council, as well as the amazing and diverse set of iTech judges that we have. And it's my honor to announce the winners here on the Cycle 2 competition. So I wanted to say all 10 technologies that we saw throughout the last 2 days were, again, some of the most innovative that we've seen. So thank you all to the innovators, to your teams, for bringing forward your companies to iTech. And thanks for making it extremely difficult on all of us on the judging panel. We hope that win or lose, the exposure that you receive here, the relationships that you've built over the last couple of days prove worthwhile for you all as well as for us in accomplishing our mission. So again, thank you. All right, so let's dive in. 3 winners to announce here in no particular order. Let's start with the first one. The first one to announce is Repair Medical Devices for their rapid repair. Okay, they are an X-Factor innovation, and rapid repair is a revolutionary wound dressing that heals wounds in days rather than weeks. This is without stitches, staples, or glue, and with minimal scarring. So, we felt this tech, it really has the advantage of intuition, right? We've all had stitches, staples, scars. We've all had children or others in our lives that have had stitches, staples, scars. And we know what it's like to go through it. And so no doubt I know in my life that I would like a technology as such that heals faster and heals better. And pushing into space, it's easy to envision as NASA builds our sustainable architecture on the lunar surface and deeper into space. It's technologies such as rapid repair that are going to enable better health management and better safety for our astronauts, 240,000 miles out and beyond, away from our hospitals here on Earth. So congratulations to Repair Medical Devices. All right, the second one to announce, again in no particular order, is autonomic. Okay, so autonomous automation. Again, this is an X Factor innovation. Autonomic offers an autonomous automation solution that leverages the latest in machine learning, artificial intelligence, and auto-scaling to self-code, self-scale, and self-heal. No doubt, automation is pervasive, both terrestrially and throughout space exploration. Millions of lines of code, right, run everyday products from healthcare to the numerous cell phone and web-based services that I know that we all love, right, even the one that we're using right now. And something that I took from the impact tables earlier today, a comment made is NASA code is some of the most complex in the world. Okay, now testing use cases, off-nominal fault paths and the like is a very large task and with very extensive human labor in the loop. The technology and automation offered by Autonomic could usher in a new era for our flight software, ultimately streamlining our science and exploration objectives. So congratulations, well done, Autonomic. And last, but certainly not least, again, no particular order, is High Point Inc. for their next generation hydrogen fuel cell system. The focus area for this, as the name suggests, is in power generation and energy. So High Point is developing the next generation hydrogen fuel cell system with zero CO2 emissions and game-changing energy performance for the aerospace industry and air transportation market. I think it's worth mentioning the company's solution increases operational time by 5x and utilization rate by 10x, all while decreasing total cost of ownership of any flying platform by 90%. So some big numbers there. The judging panel felt terrestrially this power generation technology could help enable a cleaner future, helping us enable applications such as zero-emission air travel. And further, High Point has very strong application to drones, a rapidly growing field with many interesting end uses. I'm sure a lot of you out there have seen concepts such as automated drone delivery of packages, food, whatever, straight to our doorsteps. And High Point technology directly translates into space where mass is king. High Point's technology promises to provide a very high specific power energy, very low mass primary power on, for example, a lunar lander, where mass quotes are greater than $1 million per kilogram to the lunar surface. So a very exciting technology. Congratulations to High Point. So from the NASA Chief Technologist Council and the iTech judges, congratulations to all 10. No doubt all 10 are winner in our second cycle here. And in particular, the three that I just called out: Repair, Autonomic, and High Point. Thanks.
Thanks so much, John. If we can have Autonomic, if you want to give your response.
Thank you, everyone. We are super grateful for this opportunity to participate in this show. And even though we were selected as one of the top three, truly feel everyone in this event is a winner and truly honored to be in the company of amazing founders and startups. We also want to recognize the Autonomic team, our investors, advisors, partners, customers, and our user community for continuously encouraging to keep pushing the technology envelope. And last but not least, the recognition from NASA hopefully will spur more investment and research in solving software quality issues and more broadly industrializing software development processes and hopefully build high quality software. Thanks again, everyone, for your support, and thanks for the recognition. Appreciate it.
Congratulations. Thank you. Alex, High Point?
Hello, everybody. It's really amazing event, and I'm really happy that I'm in top 3 of this competition. But actually, all top 10 companies really, really exciting, and I would like to thank you very much to everybody. I would like to say thank you to all my team who is working hardly on that project every day, and also would like to say thank you very much our judges, consultant, and trainers who help us, who help me to make my presentation better. So, and of course, judge and organizers. So, thank you very much. I'm really excited.
Thank you, and congratulations. Repair.
Okay, first of all, a big thank you to the NASA iTech team for giving all of us this opportunity to pitch our ideas to such a wonderful audience. Thanks to Max and Hala. Thanks to Robin and David for being so patient with us. Thanks to Tom and Jen and Ali for all their advice and guidance on shaping the presentations. And also thanks to Kira, because I'm sure you're watching. Thanks, of course, to the judges. This could not have been an easy decision. Thanks to all the other teams. As the others have said, great technology, and I can't wait to see where you all go with your ideas. Thanks to our family and friends for their support. Space Services Australia, building satellite digital twins back here in Oz. They suggested we do this in the first place, so thanks to them. Thanks to the CSIRO for their financial support and their guidance on helping us get this product to commercialization. Thank you to our team, particularly Dr. Nella Rosic, who's joined us on this journey and helps to keep us grounded in the science. And finally, a big thank you to my beautiful wife and partner, Dr. Rosemary Craig, the genius of this invention, and how she has a dream for all of us to have faster, better healing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and congratulations to all. Oh,
I just said thank you from my end too. Thank you, Gerard, for a great talk. And this was a fantastic opportunity to interact with NASA people and all other inventors. So thank you again. And to Southern Cross University for supporting me and also our team for great innovation. So I think we are on the great journey, and we are connected with right people. That's the most important, to make at the end impact on the community. That's from my end. Thanks.
thank you so much. Max, back to you.
Yes, to close out, congratulations to the winners. Also, congratulations to all the finalists. I know I am involved, or have been involved, in some other programs at NASA, and government contracting and government relationships can be cold, but here at NASA iTech, it really does feel like a team and a family, and it was really a pleasure to work with all of you guys throughout the last couple of weeks. Get to know you guys personally, get to know your companies. I would like to throw some other thank yous to the team at the National Institute of Aerospace, who's our collaborator on throwing together these events, not just the live streams, but all the work that goes into it before and after, and that's really appreciated. But again, I really want to just say congratulations. Thank you to everybody who tuned in on the live stream, but really thank you to all the innovators to keep innovating and keep pushing your dual-use technologies. And please, keep NASA in mind as you start to become millionaires and billionaires, and you make all the money in the world and you change the world. Remember, we still need your stuff up in space. So we can't heal our wounds, repair our code, and fly our planes if we don't have your help. So thank you.